What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm DeuceMS. Today we're back here. Oh, we gotta unfold this. We gotta unfold. Hang on. Today we're back here on Eastern North Carolina on the community server, and we got some corn to harvest. Corn production is in full swing. Oh, it's still unfolding. There we go. I was rushing it a little bit. We're good now. But yeah, corn production's in full swing. Oh, we'll come back and get that little line. Don't worry about it. We'll come back and get it. I promise. We're in full swing with corn production and soybean oil and everything else production. This is going, so corn is interesting because it's not going for corn oil. It's going for cracked corn and then to corn oil. So we're going to go put it in our grain mill first, and then we'll let that ship over to the corn production, or the oil production plant for cracked corn oil. It's very, very lengthy process going from cracked corn to corn oil, but it pays more, and you get more out of it. So you get more per thousand in just quantity, not revenue per se, but just quantity. If you do cracked corn first and then you run over to corn oil. So Junior has bowed out. He's burned himself out on FarmSim on the community server. No problem, buddy. I understand that completely. I went through that spell last year. It was about a year and a half of just burnout, or not a year and a half, about 6 months of just straight burnout where I didn't play FarmSim at all. I don't even think I live streamed on Twitch for a solid 6 months in 2021. When FarmSim 22 came out, I was wide open in November. We started back, we kicked off, and we've been playing FarmSim 22 ever since. At least 3 times a week. Mostly, I tried 5 times a week. I've been trying to do 5 times a week for the longest, but yesterday just wasn't with it. I was tired. I probably could have streamed. It wouldn't have been entertaining. Just like YouTube, I didn't stream yesterday on YouTube either. It wouldn't have been entertaining. I was super, super tired. I feel good today, though. So, yeah, members on YouTube and Patreon members, there's a video for you. I took some clips over the weekend. It's not what I wanted, but it's close for now. If I get me some GoPro cameras, which I'm trying, but I've got a lot of stuff to pay off first before I can do that. If I can get me a couple of GoPro cameras, I can really put together a nice production, I think, of stuff. When I go do shows, having the ability to set up a couple and just hit record would be great, and then I can go back and edit everything down later. But yeah, trying to do it on my phone between bands is a no-go because I have to play music and stuff between bands, and I do it with my phone. So I can pick and choose what's being played, really, mainly. So that's a no-go. And then half the time I'll leave my phone sitting at front of house or something, so I don't have it on me all the time. But yeah, if I had a couple of GoPros, I could just set one up and then just carry one around with me, just hit record on them. That would be great. And you know, we'll get there eventually. But either way, for all the Twitch subscribers, I'm gonna upload it and make it for subscribers only. You'll have to come back to Twitch to watch it. But I've got to get it uploaded to Twitch. I didn't get a chance to do it. I was way behind today starting because of that. So if you're watching this later over on the Farmers YouTube channel and you want to subscribe on Twitch, you can, even if it's Twitch Prime. If you have your Amazon Prime and you link it to Twitch, you get a free sub. Use that. It still counts. It's still a subscriber on Twitch. Or if you want to become a member on the main YouTube channel, you want to become a Patreon member, all of that, you get access to anything extra that I do other than just gaming videos. So make sure you go check those out. If you already are subscribed or you're a Patreon, or not if you're subscribed. I haven't got it uploaded to Twitch yet. I will, though. But you'll have to come back and just search videos, and it should show up for subscribers only. So I'll get it uploaded, too. But yeah, I'll get it done eventually. Anyway, that's the spiel. I have other channels. If you're watching on Farmer Deuce, check the links down below. Go to Linktree because it's easy. Just bookmark that page, and if anything updates or changes, it'll get changed there first. It'll always get changed on Linktree first. So go bookmark Linktree. I don't know if there's an app for Linktree or not. There may be. I haven't looked. But yeah, that's the easiest place. That way, if anything changes, it gets updated straight away right there, first of all. So yeah, just so you know. Let's see what Crystal was saying. Crystal Celtic Moon, how are y'all? I hope y'all are doing well. Good to see you. Glad to see you back. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. I'm pretty happy to be here. Pretty happy to be here. I'm glad I went and did the show though, because I needed a day out. I needed a day, just a weekend. I needed a weekend. It was a weekend. It wasn't a day. But yeah, I needed to get out. If you didn't want to do corn, I could have put potatoes ready. No. I'm good with corn. I was just saying it's a lengthy process to get it down to corn oil. Is all I was saying. The harvesting part is fine. I don't mind. It's actually quite nice. It's good prep for Iowa Plainsview because we'll be doing chaff over there soon, I hope. Yeah. Battery, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. Did you send me a friend invite on Steam? I don't remember seeing it. Steam changed their menus. I hate that, too. I like the old Steam.
Welcome back.
I like the old Steam. And I don't mean, like, before this past update. I mean, like, 5 years ago. I like that Steam better. Jeffrey Jets with the resub for 16 months of sub support here on Twitch. Much appreciated. Remember, check back later tonight. I'm going to try to get the video uploaded to Twitch for subscribers only. So check back later tonight for videos and then subscriber only. And I'll probably drop a link in the... where is it? It's somewhere in Discord. I think it's like supporters or something. I can't remember. But I'll try to drop it in there directly, and the only way you'll be able to watch it is if you're a subscriber. So, yeah, go do that a little later tonight. I'll drop a link and let everybody know what I posted. So, yeah, cool. You had a good weekend. Cool, man. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you had a good weekend. Jeffrey with 16 months of sub support here on the channel. Throw some hearts and plungers from Golden TP in chat for Jeffrey. I appreciate you. And I haven't done a whole lot of members videos or anything lately, so I haven't been posting anything. That's the reason I'm trying to push that and let everybody know that it's there. 'Cause when it's not regular, people don't think about it. And a lot of members on YouTube don't have notifications turned on. So if you're a member on YouTube, turn your notifications on. You'll get notified when I post member videos. So, Junior giving Battery the shout out there. Battery does stream for Extra Life for Kids for the... which hospital is it? New Orleans, Battery. Always ask and always forget. Battery streams for Extra Life for Kids, so go give him a follow as well. I'll leave a link down below on the YouTube channel so you can go find his channel on Twitch as well. But always forget which one it is. But it's for Extra Life for Kids. It's a great cause. Any and all bits, I think bits. I know subscriptions, and then you can donate directly if you choose on his channel. So all of that is Children's Hospital of New Orleans. That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't positive. The Children's Hospital of New Orleans for Extra Life for Kids. I think all of it goes to that. So he streams for a great cause, and I think it's a wonderful, wonderful endeavor, and I think he deserves more support. So go check him out. Chicken Chow, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Junior, how are you, buddy? Thank you for dropping Battery's link there as well. Voltage, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today. I'm good. I appreciate you guys asking. But yeah, and some of you guys are members, Patreon members, and Twitch subscribers, and some of you are just members and Twitch subscribers. So you may see the video in a couple different places. Doesn't mean you have to watch it. It doesn't count for my analytics. It doesn't matter in any way for analytics. It's just there if you want to watch it. If you don't, cool. Bit subs and direct donations all go there. So anything crowd-funded while Battery is live goes to the Children's Hospital of New Orleans, Extra Life for Kids. So it's a great cause. If you want to sub and get some cool emotes, if you want to drop him some bits, if you want to directly donate, anything you want to do, all that goes to the Children's Hospital of New Orleans. Great cause, and it's always great to see people doing things for a great cause. So there you go. And again, link down below, Battery_H on Twitch. And I know these lines aren't straight. The next server, the next community map we're going to do, we're going to have GPS. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Oh, man. So I've hinted a few times, and if I do more shows, which I'm starting to pick up a few more, I've got a few more that I'm possibly going to put on the books over the summer. I won't have as much time, but I think there's another project in the works. Like I don't already have enough to do, I know. But I think I've got another project in the works. So, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Well, I'll have to talk more about it with the person that I'm talking about it with already. We'll have to discuss it more, I think. Also, I didn't mention this today. You know what? Never mind. I'll just mention a members video and Twitch subscriber and Patreon video. The next video I do for the extra stuff, I'll just mention it there because the importance of people, not the importance. It's probably the wrong. I just phrased that really wrong. Getting the opinion of people that go the extra mile and can afford to go. I know some people can't afford to, and that's well and fine. I don't want you spending money you don't have on me by any means. But the people that do, I like to give them a little extra. And it's not an incentive to make you go spend money you don't have. That's not the point of it. But the people that do go the extra mile, I like giving some extra content. And I've got some ideas for some extra content, and I need opinions, and I'm going to get them from members, Patreon members, and Twitch subscribers, and going forward. And we'll see how that goes. We'll see what happens. So, Deuce and community, looking forward to English farm map. I haven't played before. 22 suggestions. You're looking for an English farm map, so like a British farm map that you haven't played before for Farm Sim 22. Have you played The Valley, the Old Farm? Have you played that one? Have you played The Valley, the Old Farm? Not the Old Stream Farm, but The Valley, the Old Farm. I'm going to say I've probably asked you that before and you said yes, I think. Quite possible that you've already played that. I don't know. I'm gonna say you probably have. It was a very, very good map. Big field of soybeans you have there. It is, yeah. Somebody, I didn't even mention this. This is all soybeans. Somebody finished cutting these trees and planted soybeans all the way across. It's fantastic. And it looks like they even did the trees on that side and plowed that up and planted sunflowers over there. So thanks, guys. Y'all did a lot while I was gone, didn't you? That's what I get for missing a day, I guess. You haven't played The Valley. You've played Old Stream Farm. That's what it was, but not The Valley, the Old Farm. The Valley, the Old Farm is probably one of my favorite European, British-style maps. I think it's a more British-style map, the way it looks. The rolling hills and stuff in it. It's a wonderful map. It's a bunch of small fields, but it's a great map. It really is. I don't know about for 22 though. I haven't looked it up for 22, so I don't know for sure that it's been ported over for 22. But hopefully it's there. I would recommend that one. I was waiting on some updates for the Cotswolds, the map, the Cotswolds, to try to start planning for my next single player because that's the map I was going to use. You realize the field behind you? Which one? Oh, yeah. Oh, all the trees are gone off 15 and 16, and that's one huge field, too. Is that soybean? That's not soybeans, really. Oh, it's canola. Look at the size of these fields. The field I'm on is this size. This is all soybean. This isn't planted right now. This is all canola. That's massive. Yeah, I didn't even realize. I knew something looked different over here, but I couldn't figure out what it was. There used to be trees there. Going full Jeremy? Yeah, that was the idea, Battery. Yeah, I was gonna do a sheep farm in the Cotswolds, and maybe even open a restaurant at some point. Yeah, Crystal, you've been busy, and I say you because Gabe's too lazy to do anything, so I don't think it was him. Spiderette, how are you? Good to see you. But yeah, I mean, you can ask around or you can go watch some videos on it, but the Valley, the Old Farm, I think is a brilliant map. Only 18 miles per hour? Come on, man. Well, I've got another hour I got to kill. I got another hour I got to kill. I'm probably going to end up plowing this up and get it prepped to flip, though, because I think it's going to need it, so. Gabe did it? Really? He cut all the trees? Oh, man, I was trying to call him lazy. Dang. Dang. Don't forget the cows. That'll be season 2. That'll be season 2. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to try to find the same equipment that he used or something close to it and set it up in a Clarkson's Farm style setting. It's going to be a while, though. Season 3 of Clarkson's Farm will probably be out before I start that series. The way Iowa Plainview's going, yeah, it'll probably be out by then. Also, yeah. So anybody that's following this The auctions are over with, but Junior has sold all of his stuff and sold all of his land, so I may end up buying some of these fields up here just to play on. Again, Junior didn't quit. He's not mad at anybody as far as I know. He just said he's burnt out, and burnout happens to everybody. At some point, you just kind of get bored of playing, you know. And I think he'd achieved all he wanted to achieve. So, you know, congrats. I hope he said he would come back the next time. So I just want to point that out. Junior's not mad at anybody as far as I know. I don't think anybody made him upset. I don't think anybody said anything cross to him or anything. I think he just got burnt out, and that's what he said. He got burnt out. And he sold off all of his stuff, and he's done, and that's great because he accomplished everything he wanted to accomplish. So, good deal. I have accomplished absolutely nothing on here, really. This has been Gabe and Crystal and Celtic Moon and Junior and whoever else has been on here playing. This has been all them. I literally jump on Harvest, put down a couple of buildings, and then go again next week. So, that's all I've been doing. That's all I've been doing. I've really not accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. But we're making some good progress on the production side anyway, so that's cool. Not something I get to do a whole lot is play with big, overpowered equipment that goes 40 miles an hour. So, stuff like that. Pizza Hut said only 18 miles an hour. Yeah. I said a minute ago. I got an hour to kill, dude. I gotta be on here for another hour and 15 or so. I used to work at a place that made little plastic Draculas. There were only 2 of us on the line. I had to make every second count. That's very clever. That's very clever. I like it. I like it. I like it. I've been looking for a Lambo tractor mod. Used to be one in Farm Sim 17 and 19. Base game, yeah. At least in 15 and 17 there were for sure. It was in base game. 19 it may have been a mod, but it was there. And there's not one yet? That's weird. That's weird. There should be. There should definitely be a Lambo. Why would there not be? It's kind of weird that there's not. I'm going to be honest. I thought for sure there'd be one. I thought for sure there would be one. If we're not full when we get that next road, which I don't think we're going to be, we'll hop over into the next field and start going on it too. And just try to fill up, because I think that next field, 35 or 135, whatever it is a bit bigger than this one. So I want to try to get as much of that one in this go as I can so that we can just make one trip. We don't have to have the trailer, or we don't have to run back over there separately. Either way is good. Either way is good. Get a sound file of Lisa saying, it's too big. Yeah. Jeremy, if you guys haven't watched Clarkson Farms, if you like comedy and you like farming, Clarkson Farm definitely is one of those that is fantastic. So, that was Junior clarifying. Yeah. I don't know. I'll consider it, Junior. I don't know if you're watching right. Yeah, you're watching right now. Just straight burnout. That's what I thought. Yeah, and I just wanted to clarify, because most people go, yeah, he's just trying to cover. Somebody rage quit. You know, people that don't know you, Junior, that just watch, may think, oh, Junior just quit. You know, not the case. Everybody gets burnout. It happens. So yeah, cool. Next time, yeah, I'll consider that, Junior. That's actually not a bad idea. Not a bad plan at all. It's gonna be a while though. It's gonna be a while. But yeah, I'll give it some thought for sure. That's something to keep in mind, because I need to do that map anyway. But yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. Good question, sir. When the potato crop is ready, you see red on the map, correct? Yes. Yeah, it'll say ready to top or ready to remove tops or something like that. Yeah, that means you can harvest it. But your machine does both. It removes the tops and digs the potatoes. But yeah, if you're using separate machines, you'd use one to top it and then one to harvest it. But yeah, when it's red, it's ready to go. Absolutely. Good. Don't want to run my crops over? It's like, we'll go right here. That's fine. Love Clarkson's farm. Made me respect the local farmer more. Never knew about tram lines till then. So now whenever I walk the dog in the field, stay in the trim line so the crops don't get damaged. Yeah. There's a lot of really good small farm information there, but it's kind of secondhand to all the comedy and the shenanigans that Jeremy gets into. Right? People are more worried about Jeremy Clarkson and what he's doing than what's actually happening in the scene. And I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. Thought I saw a Lamborghini tractor mod and game mod up. It may be. Yeah, it may be. I haven't looked. Battery was saying he hasn't seen one yet, but maybe it just snuck in on us somewhere, you know? But yeah, I learned a lot from Clarkson's Farm, honestly. And I mean, I watch Welkers, I watch Millennial Farmer, I watch a bunch of those guys. But I learned a lot watching Clarkson's Farm. So there's a mod for tram lines. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, having tram lines in the game would be great. Yeah, I didn't realize the planners were that complicated because I didn't really know a whole lot about that either, because most of the guys I watch, they don't show that, right? So that's kind of cool, you know, that the planner knows that every 8th row is a tram line or something. You know, that's pretty cool. Like, I had no idea that was a thing. Use that and turn on crop destruction. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, that would be really cool to have, for sure. That'd be really cool to have trim lines in the game. Yeah, the first time I knew about it, I just didn't realize how complicated it was, right? Like, I didn't know it was the planter's job. You program it in, you tell it, and you have to stick to the GPS and all that kind of stuff. I knew about trim lines because they do them here. I just didn't know how they did them. I literally thought they planted and then they just ran over 2 rows of the crops for the tires, right? I thought that's what they did. Stupid me, because that would be a waste of money. You'd be wasting thousands of dollars in crop to do that. So that's what I thought, but I was terribly wrong. When I found out what they actually did, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then on Clarkson's Farm, I found out the reason they can do it is the planter. I had no idea. I thought they just skipped it. Again, I had no clue. I thought they just skipped those rows. Nope, not the case. Very cool. Very cool stuff. You could be wrong about that. I mean, I believe you. Like, if you've seen one, I haven't seen one, and I don't know that I'm right. You know what I mean? But if somebody's seen one somewhere, that would be cool. It used to be they turned off the rows on the planter manually. Yeah, see? That's cool too. Yeah, I didn't know that. I had no idea. I didn't know how they actually worked. I just knew somehow when they were planting, they put it in tram lines, or they just ran over the crop. I didn't know they actually just didn't plant those rows. Harvester isn't harvesting it. I have no clue why it wouldn't be harvesting. Oh God! See, tram lines right here. This is why we need no crop destruction. I'm the one that turned it on. I just forgot I was full. I'll be honest. Back all the way out of here now. All right. Let's go empty this. That's a tree, isn't it? It is, and I can't do anything with that yet. Oh no, I can't, because I own that property. I need to get rid of that tree. I thought it was a bush, I think, when I was cutting all that down. Whoops. Yeah, Iddlefer, yeah, I'm with you. I think they should put them in the game. I think anything that real farmers use should be in the game. GPS, trim lines, tram lines, not trim lines, tram lines should be in the game. I think all that should be in the game, for sure. All right, let's go dump this in the corn mill over here, or the grain mill, I guess. Move those trailers around. And then we'll repair this bad boy, because it needs to be repaired. We're losing crop, probably. So let's get in the menu here and check this real quick, see what's running and what's not. Oil mill. This is not running because there's no straw. Cracked corn is running. Okay. That one's 20 for 25. This one's 60 for 80. This one's a much better deal. I think, is it? 20, 40, 60, 20, 20, 20 for 25, right? So 20, 40, 60, be 25, 50, 75. Yeah, so the same gets you 5 extra. Yes, that's a much better deal. Really. A much better deal. Okay. Yeah, that works. I think. Yeah, that's a much better deal. Then we got soybean oil, corn oil over here with cracked corn. And then we got canola oil and sunflower oil all running as well. So, pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, there's still soybeans in there processing. Holy crap. Yeah, you can see the soybean oil there. And then we're also producing pig food. So, if we really wanted to, we could do pigs. But I don't really want to be honest. I don't really want to. Also, we need to put a field road down the side of that. Unless it's already done. It looks like it's already done. That's cool. Somebody's already taken care of it. Let's go back. Let's start on our same road there. Back over here to it. What's up, Gargle? How's it going, buddy? How was your stream? What were you playing today? I had some errands to run, so when I got back, I had to go. I didn't have time to do anything. I was actually late, really late getting started today. At the time, they were talking about adding soil compaction to the precision farming mod, but it appears to have died on the vine. Soil compaction would be a really complicated process for a lot of folks. You'd have to be really careful about the weight you put on the field, the tires you were using, that kind of stuff. It'd be kind of awesome, actually. It's under medium tractors, so there is a Lamborghini in Mod Hub under medium tractors. Cool. Cool, cool. Thanks, CM. I appreciate you checking on that. That's really cool. The sunflowers will be ready tomorrow in game. Okay. Cool, cool. We probably won't be on those. I'll probably just plow this up when I get done. Throw some lime down if I get done with that. I'll probably just focus on these 2 fields today because they need plowing because it's root crop, right? So we'll work on that, I think. Make the time fly. Oh, yeah, buddy. You got lots of chat going on. It definitely helps. Spend time talking to yourself the whole time, and it works, but it's nice when people are engaged, for sure. Car for Sale Sim 2023. So, Car Sale Simulator? Is that right? Car Sale Simulator 2023? Or something to that effect. I don't know. Or is that the title of it? Car for Sale Sim 2023. It's like a really unusual name. Yep, it would definitely give you a reason to put twin tires on or twin narrows on, stuff like that for row crop. And then to disperse weight as well, instead of having big balloon tires on there. A lot of good reasons. Polish translation. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot of gaming devs in Poland, man. There's so many, and they're mostly pretty good games too. They may not be AAA titles, but they're mostly pretty good games. Like, you would think with that many coming out that a lot of them just wouldn't be that good, but most of them are pretty good. May not be everybody's cup of tea, but I forgot only field would have had ready was going to be that big soybean field. If we hadn't forgot, the only field was going to be... The only one that's going to be... Oh, you were going to get on here and do the rest of this. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And then slip through the day. That way the only thing that would have been ready would have been soybeans. Or you forget to plant it on time. That's probably what it was. You're saying you forgot to put it in the ground, which is fine with me. You know I don't care. I don't care. Doesn't matter. We'll get to it. How did I still miss this? What is happening to me right now? Still, oh, well, we ran over it. Okay. That's fine. Okay, I was trying to get all that, but, whoops. Oh, we harvested. We forgot we were gonna leave a few. Oh, you already harvested it once. Okay, I got you. Probably more than once. I haven't been on here in a week. It was last Tuesday once. Last time I jumped on. So I see what you're saying now. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna leave it for me to harvest and forgot. I got you. That makes sense. That makes total sense. You know what? On this big field, I think we're gonna kick it up a notch because we still gotta plow all this up. So, and the plowing's gonna take a while. I'm probably not gonna get done with it. It's already 4:20. So somewhere. They all go to Playway Center to learn programming and coding. That's why they're a ton. Playway is basically a school. Yeah, that's awesome though, man. I think the more games get put out, the more chance people have of finding something they really enjoy playing. There are a lot of them that aren't that good, and I'm not saying the Polish created. That's not what I mean. I just mean in general, there's a lot of games that come out that aren't quite up to standard, but it's probably what the dev could do, you know, and getting some practice in is always good. So putting in your time and really learning your craft by making the games and actually putting them out, I think it's a great idea. Great thing. No, plow, that's a space station. Yeah, that thing's huge, isn't it? Yeah, we'll plow what we can. If I don't get done with it, that's fine. We'll pick it up on Friday. So tomorrow afternoon, I'm probably gonna be late or not be here at all. I have accidentally volunteered myself to help at the high school tomorrow and Saturday. I likely won't be here, which I don't mind. I don't mind helping out. They need the help, so I'll go help them out. But yeah, accidentally somehow fell backwards into volunteering for that. Meaning Miss Deuce said, "Hey, do you want to go do this?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, I have the ability to, and I would hate to say no because, I mean, somebody else that doesn't have the free time to do it would be doing it." So, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go do it. When I say I fell backwards into volunteering for it, I mean Miss Deuce volunteered me. Is what happened. She doesn't watch Twitch anyway.
That's
watch
a new
YouTube.
follower.
Mobile Farmer, what's up? How's it going? Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Hey, do you want to, or hey, you're going to do this? I mean, it was a do you want to, because she didn't mention anything about it to them until I said yes. But I just feel like I can take tomorrow afternoon and go do it, and then Saturday, you know, and somebody else may not have that free time, so, and they would be stretching to make it happen. So I was like, yeah, I'll go help. Why not? Then it helps the school, you know. So that's all well and good. They're good people, so. He told your joke a bit too early. Did you miss it? He did, yeah. He found it though. He found it. And I'm guessing at these rows. I don't know if we're gonna be going back and getting all these exactly or not. So it's probably gonna be close. Again, I'm just guessing here. I don't really know. Your wife usually has a tone when she wants you to do something. Yeah, no, I mean, me and Miss Deuce, you know, we don't volunteer each other for things without discussing it first. So, you know, but as far as stuff around the house goes, I don't get asked. I get handed a list, so. Which is fully expected. I don't mind. Gamer Mom, how's it going? Gamer Mom, sorry. Gamer Mom, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. But yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind either way. But either way, yeah. So may not be here tomorrow. May just be late tomorrow. I'm not sure how long this is going to take. And I don't really do anything on Saturday for streaming anyway. So. Yeah. But your do list though, your honeydew list, is probably where the tone comes in. That's where mine typically happens. If I don't get something done on my honeydew list, you know, I usually tell her, you know, I'll get to it in 6 months or so. Fine. You got to remind me every 6 months. Is that the joke? Isn't that the joke? You don't have to remind him every 6 months. I think that's it. I think we'll make a headland because we're starting to come up on trees. I'd rather go ahead and knock out a couple of rows here. You can see how close this is. Right into the trees. There we go. So let me get out of there now. Crap. Back the wrong way. Yeah, that's pretty close right there. I plowed that up too, didn't I? I did. Plowed that way too close to the trees. I thought I was further away than that. That's all right. We'll knock out a headland or two. We got plenty of room in the harvester, so now I'm not too concerned with it. We'll just go around and round. I'm just gonna hammer down here getting this done too, this headland. So we can get back to doing our up and down runs. Look at all that canola though. It goes all the way down to the road down there. It goes all the way down that way further than we can see. That's a lot of cannoli. I know it's not actually cannoli. That's a dish. Or dessert. Is it a dessert? Yeah, cannoli's a dessert, right? Yeah. Off we go. I'm just going to run all the way around. Might as well go ahead and start back over on this road that I missed, or skipped, I guess. Please trim some of those trees. You're talking about on the edge up there? I need to, really, because they're pretty close. Oh, I didn't plow that part? I thought I did. I thought I plowed up that new part over there. Maybe I plowed up some of it. Because I remember plowing this up right here on this side and squaring that off, and then I went over to that side and plowed up some of it. Maybe I didn't do all of it, though. You're probably right. Yeah, I think I plowed some of this up. I think I plowed the outline. That's all I plowed up. Still missed a stalk. That's okay though. That'll be alright. I ain't that concerned with it. We're getting a lot of corn off of this. What's this thing hold? 153? We're gonna end up with over 300,000 liters of corn, so not too concerned with it. Really. Alright, now we can go back down here. Start our run again. Now we should have plenty of room. Run back and forth. You're still in flight mode. Yeah, don't you hate that? You just forget to turn something off. That'll do it every single time though. I'm doing well, Gamer Mama. I appreciate you asking. Doing well. Just cutting some corn. Everything else is going well. Trying to get back to all the other messages I may have missed. Yeah, I think I got everybody so far though. Got the replacement motherboard for your computer, and we decided to get rid of. Let me get turned here. Decided to get rid of the old hard drive and replace it with an NVMe 500. Yes, absolutely. Those things are fast. Things are fast. The game will load so much quicker. I'm running most of mine off the HDD because it's the only one that's got the room on it right now. Yeah, I've done that before where I couldn't get into a vehicle or something. It's because I was still in flight mode and I was like, what is going on? I don't get it. Hope I ended up getting that stalk that I missed earlier. That's nice. Just pulled over to get dinner. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Get you some grubbage. Yeah, we're going to have well over 300,000. Because we still got about probably 40% of this field to go here. Thought I was going to fill up right there. I didn't though. Of course, you have to do the household stuff. It's not called a honey please list. That's true, yeah. That's definitely not. I mean, the household needs to be taken care of anyway, right? Doesn't matter if there's a list or not. Still things I forget to do. Oh! Oh, God, that went quick. Okay. Back out. Keep as much of that as we can. There we go. Yeah, that went quick. Holy smokes. Get away from these dang trees so I can get turned around here. Alright, at least we made it, we probably got a little less than 40% to go. Probably about 35% of the field to go. But that's 366,000, right? 306,600 is what that is. Not 366,000, but 306,600. Yeah. 6,600. Is that right? That sounds really weird saying it. Am I just saying that wrong? 306,600 is the number. That's the number. Whatever that number is, that's it. Crystal said, "You're welcome." I'm glad you planted it because it gives us a ton of it. Good. Oh, I forgot to repair this thing. Let's repair it this time before we go out again. It'd be 306,600. No, not 30,000. 306,600. Because it's 150,000, 150,000. That's 300. And then 3,000 and 3,000, 6,000. And then 300 and 300 is 600. So it'd be 306,600. There we go. I think I was saying it really weird before. For some reason, my brain quit working or something. I have no idea. I have no clue. Okay, let's repair this bad boy before we go out again. Both the harvester and the header, probably. Yeah, 306,600 so far. Repair and repair. Ooh, woo, that was a heck of a repair bill right there. My calculator said so. See, there we go. I knew I was doing something right. If the calculator agreed with me, I'm in good shape. Missed the number? Oh yeah. You missed the extra 0. And I was probably saying it really weird to start with, Junior. So that's definitely on me. Got people trying to help me with simple maths, and I can't even say it correctly. J-Rock, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well today. I really didn't think we were going to fill up on this field, but we did. So that's a good sign. That means we got a lot. We're going to get more now because we were losing a little bit. We were so far down on the mechanicking. Yeah, we were so far down on the wear and tear. I think we were probably losing some. Got back from a 10-mile bike ride. Heck yeah, there is nowhere in my vicinity I'd feel safe riding 10 miles. I'm gonna promise you that. There's too many highways. too close. I might get a couple miles in, but that'd be it. Deuce can't read. He can barely speak. Don't expect his maths. Don't expect him to math. Yeah, exactly. Need to be a quote. It really does. No, it's true though. It's true. I mean, I can read mostly. I'm not what you would call well read by any means. The reading is not the hard part. I read fine. It's the talking while doing it. It's the reading out loud that's hard for me. Without stumbling and getting ahead of myself or putting in words that aren't really there. Really strange. You guys ever seen the thing where they capitalize like the first 3 letters, or they bold the first 3 letters of a word? They do like a whole paragraph that way. I can read that so much faster than I can read the exact same thing without those, and I'm not real sure why, but I saw it the other day on Twitter and I was like, oh, that's freaking awesome right there. I can't believe I can read that so quick. Like, because I'm not wasting time reading the entire word, right? I'm just reading it and going, yeah, that's that word. Yeah, that's that word. That's that word. Good. It's so weird, but it works. And apparently it works for a lot of people. I didn't know that. It's very cool though. If we miss any, we'll come back and get it. Not a big deal. Again, I don't have GPS on. I was guessing at the width of the rows here, so I got pretty close, it looks like, on a lot of this. Some of them may be too skinny. Some of them may be too wide, but that's okay. All along the field next to the road either needs to be painted back or, since I missed that left side, we're going to go with it, or trees trimmed. Every time I'm planning to go to the edge, you get snagged on trees. Yeah, I agree. You don't have to go all the way. I mean, we can leave it unpainted. You just don't go all the way to the edge. I know that's harder said than done, because if it's there, you want to plant it. So you haven't been around for a while. No, you can apologize for that. Started a new job about a month ago. Currently working about 9 hours a day, and have a 215-mile commute each way. Oof. The time is a bit limited. I would say so. A 215-mile commute each way. God, what is that, like 2.5 hours? If you're in traffic, 5 hours? Like, that's crazy. No, it'd be more than 2.5. 120 would be 2, roughly. 240. It's like 3.5 hours. Holy crappers. That's crazy, yeah. I can see how you're limited on time then. A little over 3, yeah. It's like 3:15 or 3:20, 3:30. Yeah. That's wild. Have over 1,000 kilometers. I don't know what that is, Gargoyle. Use real measurements. I don't know what kilometers are. I'm joking. I'm joking, of course. We have over 1,000 kilometers of bike trails and bike routes combined in Calgary. Dude, that's sweet, man. Great place to cycle commute for 4 months of the year. For 4 months out of the year, yeah. I mean, what was it? Somebody, I forgot what video it was. It may have been like Vice or somebody did a thing in Sweden where they just went and talked to people, and like they're statistically they're the most healthy population right now, right? And they went, and it was a couple years ago, but they went and they talked about how much people run there. Like they jog and walk everywhere basically. They were interviewing one guy and he said, yeah, there's no wrong weather, there's only wrong clothing. And I was like, you know, that's pretty funny actually, because it's true. But that's in Sweden or Switzerland, wherever. I think it might have been Switzerland, but that's in Switzerland. That's not in Calgary, right? It's not in Alaska. Like maybe for them there's no wrong weather, there's only wrong clothing. But even if you got the right weather, the right clothing in Alaska, I don't think you're going to be going for a 10-mile jog in the dead of winter. Like, I just don't see it happening. You're a very visual learner, so I can just twist and turn the words in my head. Yeah, me too. Me too. I barely made it through high school. But one, because I was lazy. 2, I slept a lot during class. But 3, I've always been kind of a visual learner. Like if I put my hands on it, I can learn it. But yeah, and if I have to read to learn it, I got to read it 4 or 5 times, you know, and then do it to actually for it to actually stick. Like I comprehend what's going on, it just doesn't stick. Weather this past weekend would be considered so wrong since it was barely 60 degrees. Oh, no, 60 degrees is great weather, man, especially for a jog or a bike ride. 60 degrees would be great. 60 Celsius, no, but 60 Fahrenheit, yeah. It was like 85. That's too hot, man. Yeah, it's 85 here, and it feels like an oven. Just because it's so humid, though. Again, it depends on what part of the world you're in, too, though. Depends on what part of the world you're in. Like, I mean, you guys up north, right? When wintertime rolls around, you got to get out your big winter jackets and all that kind of stuff. When wintertime rolls around here, I get out my hoodie. Like, that's, you know, that's the difference. Like, there are some weeks, like we have a few weeks in a row that it's like the high's like 32 Fahrenheit, 0 C, you know, like it's, you know, it's bad cold. And at that point, I just don't stay out in the cold, but I still grab my hoodie. Oh yeah, this road's way too wide right here. All right, hang on, let's back up. We'll get the left side and then come back and get the right side. Way too wide. I knew at least one of them. I did pretty good on everything though. I guessed at the rest of that. We did pretty well. And it almost seemed like it was fairly straight too, which is unusual for me, but I did good. You did good, kid. You did good. I think I did okay. Yeah, if it's If it's paid that you're okay with and that it works out for you, then I'd say it's good. Yeah, for sure. I know how long commutes can be. I don't know about that long, but definitely hour commutes for sure. Oh man, I did the same thing on this one, didn't I? I did. All right, let's just truck down one side here and see if it slims up. It did. All right, cool. That means I can go down and get what's left here and then kind of jump over and get the rest of this. That's good. But yeah, hour commutes, I definitely know how that feels. Don't want a good podcast and just go. Or an audio book or something. A stream. If somebody like watching the streaming, throw that on and listen and just go. Heck yeah. I couldn't let him go. I had to pick him up. Be 40 or 50 hours depending on if you have to cover Sunday. Cool, yeah, man. That's some decent money then. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Especially if it's an easy drive, right? Like if you're not stuck in traffic the whole time, like if it's just open highway or whatever, that's a lot better than being stuck in traffic all the time. Like for me, it's always been just kind of open highway. We don't have a whole lot of clogged up traffic. You'll occasionally hit some road work for a couple miles, but that'll be it. But it normally flows pretty good too, because we don't have a really densely populated area. Basically anywhere I travel to, for the most part. Now, there were times where we would be, we'd hit some densely populated Nashville, Memphis, Jackson, Mississippi, stuff like that. But that's not densely populated compared to New York or LA or San Diego or San Francisco or somewhere like that. So it's relative to what you feel is densely populated, I guess. Don't forget to repair the tractor. I will, yeah. You guys told me you broke it. Which, I mean, it's been well used, so it makes sense. There we go. We're done with that one. Let's go grab the tractor and get it repaired. Oh, yeah, look at that thing. Wow. Yeah, desperately needs some repairing, doesn't it? I don't know, this way. There we go. Repair. $29,000 in repair cost. Holy crap, that thing's broke. That thing was way broke. Oh, man. Let's go grab the other tractor and see how bad off it is. I think it's sitting right there. That's it. Oh, it's okay. $29,000 in repairs. That's wild. I think that's the most I've seen so far, honestly. Alright, we gotta drive around and get the plow. I think we're gonna go around this way. That's the reason I built this little muddy road right here. So we can get around without having to go across that bridge. That thing's terrible. Let's grab the old plow. Make sure this thing's not on allow create fields. Yep. All right, we're good. Off we go. Got spiky tires. Yeah, I wanted to go with something different. I didn't realize those were actually for something. Those are for compacting, apparently. I didn't know that. I just kind of went with it. I had no idea. All right. And what battery call this thing? A space station? That's basically what this is. Look at the size of this rig. All right, off we go. Old 9 miles an hour. There's no speedy contraption for this one. You just turn it on, leave it running? No, it's just been used. It's been well used. Is that thunder again? I think it is. Yeah, this is heavy rain on my weather. Of course. It's definitely springtime. Back to normal speed. Actually, this is probably a bit fast for a plow this big. Probably like 5 or 6, right? And you wouldn't just be swinging it around like this either. You'd destroy that thing. Like, I couldn't imagine going 9 miles an hour with a plow this size behind you. Especially a straight plow. I don't know, maybe. Maybe. You just used it that much? That's what I'm saying, yeah, man. Like, I think it just got used. Got a big enough tractor? Sure you can. Well, I mean, it'll tear the plow up though, won't it? What are the little tines called? What are those called? The little individual deals? There's a name for them. I forget. I'm not an actual farmer, guys. I only know as much as people tell me. I have no idea what's actually going on. The torque on the ends when you turn would mangle the steel. That's what I figured, yeah. They're tempered steel? Yep, but think about it, at 9 miles an hour, you just swinging this bad boy around, right? Like, they're bolted on, so I feel like you'd break bolts or something at the very least. They're called bottoms? They probably have a couple different names, because I've heard them called something else too. You need to use an Alice Chalmers? Yeah, so Psycho Mouse, Pyro Mouse as we call him, or Chase, as he is commonly known. That's one of his favorite, I think this is one of his favorite to use. He hasn't been around in a while, but long-time member of the community. When I say long, I mean long-time member of the community. That's one of his favorites to use, the Alice Chalmers stuff. Unless you're plowing pretty rocky ground. Well, I mean, like Mississippi, right? Like it's really thick, like clay type dirt. So I don't think you would want to do it here. Maybe. I mean, again, I don't know how any of this works, man. I'm just here. I just feel like it would break bolts and stuff if you tried it in Mississippi. Pleasant View Farm? Yeah. Pleasant View. You said Pleasant View Farms had a map out too, right? I'm not gonna be able to play it anytime soon. I'm swamped right now with, and I'm still waiting on FSN too. So FSN's not even back up and running yet. When I get it going, we're gonna have 3 Farm Sim series running again, which is what burnt me out the first time. But I'm not gonna be super concerned with it. I think I just spent too much time doing this as a job, and it burnt me out instead of enjoying it. Now I'm just enjoying myself. So. Like Farm Sim Network became a job in its own. Not even creating the content or streaming or anything. Just playing became a job on its own. You think about it also, you swing that thing around at 9 miles an hour, the far end is going to be going a bit faster than that, so even more stress. Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. Just by logic here anyway, in Mississippi, I feel like it would tear something up if you did that. The fertilizer sitting in your yard in front of the oil mill is what was the black silo put in the Amazon. Oh, it was, you got it out of the black silo, put it in the Amazon, and then emptied it. Okay. All right, yep. Or it came out of the black silo at some point. Gotcha. Gotcha. Used to play on Farm Sim Network and FS19. We did too. Yeah, we played. That's what burnt me out. Before Farm Sim 22 came out, I got burnt out. I was doing 2 different series on this. I was doing my series and then a multiplayer, and then I was playing Farm Sim Network every week. I mean, like daily, you know, like I had to be here on Saturday and Sunday. I didn't have a choice because the stuff needed harvesting or I had to get it into the ground, whatever. And it became more of a job. You know, I wasn't even streaming it half the time. I was just getting on and playing for hours and hours and hours. I mean, like 14 to 15 hours sometimes. It just became too much, you know, became way too much. You put seed in the Amazon, then put the fert in? Yeah, if you put fert in it, if you fertilize the field first, and then you try to fert with seed, it doesn't work. That's the reason I just don't put fertilizer in the seeders at all. Fertilize, seed, fertilize, you're done. You don't have to worry about it. You're thinking about joining for FS22? I mean, it's a lot different now, that's for sure. After I took my little break, it's a lot different. Oh, the black silo put it in, so you emptied it. I got you. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense then. Yeah. You would enlarge the bolt holes before you broke the bolts. Yeah, it would stress the actual steel where the bolt goes through, probably. Yeah. I just know logically something would go wrong at some point. You know, trying to swing one of these bad boys around at 9 miles an hour. That was thunder. It was loud. But yeah, I think at some point you would tear something up, for sure. Think they'd have breakaway bolts to avoid ruining the frame? I mean, you would think so. But again, I don't know. I don't know how any of that works. It's a good conversation. I can't say for sure what would be what. Yeah, lots different on Farm Sim Network now than it was. It's a whole lot different these days. There's something so satisfying about plowing a field up on Farm Sim. You see the progress you're making. Like, actually, anything you do on Farm Sim, you can see the progress. It's visual. It's a nice feeling. A little sense of accomplishment. Even if you're doing the same thing over and over. Well, it's definitely thunder. Holy crappers. Man, I am glad I'm not out doing a show today. They had a show today to go do. A pretty important one. And I can say this, that some of it may be televised on American Idol. It's one of the finalists, and it's raining and thundering and lightning. I feel bad for him. No, I don't. Never mind. I got rained on Friday. I don't feel bad for him at all. It's the nature of the game when you're outside doing concerts. You're going to get rained on at some point. I feel bad for the show itself because I like to see shows happen. So They have them on aircraft tow bars, so you don't turn the front end of the landing gear further than it's supposed to go. Instead of bolts, break the tow bar. Yeah. See, that's smart. That's smart. Instead of breaking the tow bar, you break the bolts, or instead of breaking the front end of the aircraft, you break the bolt. Yeah, that's a great thing to have for sure. It's a great thing to have. So back in my 20s, we had a tower roof we used to put up. One of those big tower roofs you see at festivals and stuff. And we tightened it by hand. I broke one of those grade 8 bolts with 2 socket wrenches. And I still don't know how I did it. It was probably already weak or something, because those shouldn't break. That's the point of them. I'm going to say that one was probably already bad, because that was the only one I've ever broke. And it was a 15/16 bolt. It must have just been in a really weird position or something, but it snapped. I mean, I know I was a lot stronger back then, but I don't think I was that strong. Those things are hard to break. A 15/16. That's a big piece of metal. And the guy I worked for used to tell me to quit over tightening things. There was a few times we had to get a sawzall and cut them because I over tightened them. We couldn't get them loose. It wasn't that I over tightened them to the point where, you know, my strength was too much for it. It's that once you tighten it and it goes in the air and you put weight on it, it tightens it even more, right? So that was the issue. Not that I was too strong, you know, or anything like that. It was just, once the weight goes on it too, it puts pressure on it. And then all of a sudden you've got like a super tight, you know, bolt that you can't get loose. So had that happen a few times. And then I quit over tightening stuff. Next field, we might get this one done. I may have to take off early. Today's just been a mess of forgetting things and then having to go do things again. Yeah, not that I'm that muscular. It just, not now anyway. I call it construction worker strength, basically, because a lot of construction workers you see, you know, most of them are about $1.50, but they're picking up like 8 bags of concrete, you know. It's wild to see carrying 3 square of shingles up on a ladder or something, you know. It's wild, but yeah. And again, most of it was just, if you put too much pressure on something and then you put weight on it when it gets in the air too, it's gonna bind it up. This is gonna be hard to do right here, isn't it? This is really close to the trees. I can see using that big cedar how this is a problem. No, I'm definitely not now. I'm nowhere near as strong as now as I was, but I mean, that was also 10, 12, 13 years ago, so. No such thing as over tighten. Just have to count more unga dungas to get it out, to get it loose. Yeah. Impact wrench. Yes. Dugga. Yeah. Yep. Impact wrench. We tried it and we still couldn't get it loose on one of them, so we had to cut it. I don't even think I tightened that one. I think the other guy tightened it. I still to this day will never claim that because I didn't tighten it that tight, in my opinion. But yeah, construction worker strength is something crazy, man. Watching dudes that weigh $140 carrying 3 square of shingles, and if you've never picked up a square of shingles, you know, like a pack of shingles. You guys seen a pack of shingles? If you don't know, I'm not explaining it to people that do know, but if you've never picked one up, 1 square is fairly heavy. They're not light. Somebody throw 3 square over their shoulder and walk up a 20-foot ladder with it. It's pretty wild to watch. Because they don't look like they've been in Arnold's strongman competition, you know? Just average, everyday dudes doing their thing. Or guys throwing bricks. Man, bricklayers are wild, dude. Throwing bags of mix up, you know, two level. What do they call it? Two bucks of scaffolding. It's been a while since I've done anything like that. I forgot the word. Yeah, throwing, you know, a bag of mix, $2 high. You know, holy crap, man. Guys need to be in the Scottish log throwing competition or something. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, watching those dudes work is wild. That's definitely thunder. That's Miss Deuce calling. Hang on a second. Okay. Yeah, I told you I may have to quit a little bit early. I gotta go meet Miss Deuce, pick groceries up in a minute. Which, it's not gonna be that much earlier. About the same time as normal. Alright, let's swing back around and go ahead and get this. And then we'll continue on as long as we can. We joined the Air Force, was 185, worked for a roofing company during the day, and then went and worked 4 hours in the evening loading square bales on the semi-trucks. Not the big square bales, the ones you load by hand. Yeah. I know the ones. I threw those in my junior to senior year, and then after my senior year, I threw those 2 summers. Those aren't fun. Even those aren't fun. But you know what I'm talking about, though. It's a different kind of strong, man. Like, watching people do that's wild. The humans are amazing, honestly. Yeah, okay, I do feel bad for the show that's going on right now. Because it's lightning. It's not just rain. It's thunder and lightning and high winds. That's never fun outside. Especially for live shows, because if... I don't know if you guys know this or not, but if you've ever been to a concert, and it rained or whatever, and they shut the concert down, they didn't shut it down because of the rain, they shut it down because there was lightning within a mile or 2 miles of the concert, and according to safety standards, whatever that measurement is, you have to turn off all electronics and clear the stage. So that's why they do it. It's not because of the rain. We can go in the rain as long as it's not getting on electronic stuff on stage. But lightning and aluminum and metal stages and electronics is bad. Yeah. That's why they shut it down, because there's either a threat of lightning or there's lightning in the vicinity. Now, bigger artists, yeah, they shut down just for rain. But a lot of local festivals, even other festivals and stuff, you know, they most of the time, if there's no lightning at all, anywhere close, they'll keep going if it's a light rain. But if it's blowing on stage, then you're risking water and electricity and get electrocuted there too. So, again, it's kind of a, you know, it's a balancing act. But if they shut it down, it's probably mainly because of lightning or the threat of lightning, or the wind's blowing the rain on stage, and you can't have that either. So yeah, we've had to shut down a few just for rain, but most of the time, as long as it's not blowing on stage and you know it's not getting any electronics or anything, we let it go. But if there's lightning involved, it gets shut down quick. Shut down everybody off the stage. Let's go. It's weird to go from watching just the weather, right, to watching a lightning map, because you have to do that a lot. Got to do that a lot of times. Oh, Gargle took off. All right, buddy. See, man. I think I was on the phone with Miss Deuce when he sent that. But yeah, I miss doing shows. I'm not gonna lie. This weekend, it made me realize how much I actually miss doing them. A lot of fun. Hot. God, it's hot this weekend. The humidity level on Saturday was awful. Friday was even worse. Sunday was nice though. Sunday was just a cool 90 with like 40% humidity, so the temperature was 90 and it felt like 92. Where Saturday, it was 90, but it felt like 101. It was rough. All that rain came through the day before. Made it hot, but I enjoyed it. Everybody else was miserable, but it was nice for me because I sat inside most of the time. So nice being out there. We almost got this field done. I was hoping I'd at least get it plowed up, but I don't think I'm going to quite make it. Got about 5 minutes left. I'm going to take off. And it is pouring right now, too. Holy crap. I can hear it over my headphones, and it's just rain. Not even the thunder anymore. I can hear the rain over my headphones. Loud. Yeah, definitely not gonna get done. I thought we'd already done something close to the road over there. We have not, but we got most of it. So that's good. We got it all harvested. That's the main thing. That corn production is making some good money too. You see, we're up to $17 million. I didn't even point that out, I don't think, but the cracked corn oil and then the soybean oil production is where it's at for sure. If we were doing like cotton, then clothes would be where we're going. So, you know, like for what we're doing though, we're making some pretty good money. And, you know, not going too bad. Yeah, Crystal, and you don't even have to work on it if you don't want to. You can if you want, but you don't have to. And I know you're going to, but I always say that because I don't want you to feel obligated to work on it. We can work on it again Friday. I don't think I have anything going on Friday. Oh, no, I do too. Yeah. We can work on it late Friday. I'll probably be late Friday morning. I've got a prior engagement for a little while during the day on Friday. When I get done with our stuff, you just get bored. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, like I said, I just don't want you to feel obligated. by any means. Yeah, I'm on. I got close. We got close, didn't we? We did. It's all good, though. So next time, I'm assuming the crop will probably be flipped. There'll probably be something else planted here. So, you know, we'll work on that then. But it looks like sunflowers are going to be ready tomorrow. So if they're harvesting on Friday, those soybeans will probably be ready. It'll be the first time we've done soybeans in a little while. I think we did, what did we do? Canola and corn last time? And potatoes? I can't remember. Did we have the potato harvester running last time on this field? I think we did, didn't we? Humidity's a killer. Yesterday in Chattanooga, it was 85 with 84% humidity. Felt like 103. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. We were in Tupelo over the weekend, and that was kind of the same, man. Saturday was rough. Sunday was fine, though. Sunday was nice, just a solid 90. If you were in the shade, you were okay. It wasn't too bad. We were on pavement, like on a road, so that made it worse, but it still wasn't terrible. Like, you know, we used to do Little Sturgis is what it was called, but they Big Sturgis actually sued them for using the name Sturgis, even though the town is called Sturgis here in Mississippi. So they had to stop calling it Little Sturgis, but it was in Sturgis, Mississippi is where it was, bike rally thing, and it was always the second weekend of August. It was like the hottest week of the year in Mississippi every year, and it was awful. It was out on a big open baseball field. There was no shade. There was no nothing. It was terrible. And if it rained, it got so humid because it was just a big flat area. The water just standing. Oh, God, it was terrible. I hated that one. I hated it. It was never fun. That one was never fun. Not one time. Not one time did I ever have fun doing that show. But mainly because that was when we were still putting up the individual stage decks, the big 45 by 45 roof, the peaked roof. That thing was a mess. It was like a day and a half to put everything together. And then you got 2 days of show and then a day to tear everything down. It was awful, though. But you'll get the big soybean fields on Friday? You're leaving it for me? Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds good. So we'll get to harvest some soybeans on Friday then. That's cool. Should be fun. But yeah, humidity's awful, man. Apparently, I didn't know this. I've never actually thought about the climate in like the UK. But they don't have a really high humidity there, apparently. Not like we do here. But I've never really considered that. People coming over from the UK and go to like the South, it's like, oh my God, what happened? You know? I don't know that to be true, but I feel like that's the case. The climate's totally different anyway. Temperature-wise, apparently. So, I've never been there, so I don't know. I've never asked anybody either. Anybody from the UK in chat? You guys know? I'm gonna make this last run and we'll call that it. Yeah, anybody from the UK chime in, because I don't know that to be true, but I feel like you guys don't have really high humidity, because I know several people that over the years that live there via gaming, you know, and they've been to the US and they always talk about how bad the climate difference is. So it's got to be the humidity level. You want to go to the UK so you don't have to deal with humidity? That's what I'm thinking. If that's true, yeah, absolutely. Go live somewhere north of like Leeds. You know, that's pretty far north in the UK. Go live somewhere up there. That'd be great. Brendan in the UK says it's barely warm. Yeah, see, I could deal with that. And it doesn't get super, super cold there either. Like, they have a pretty steady climate, you know? When I say super cold, I mean it doesn't get down to like 0. Celsius or Fahrenheit, whichever way. It doesn't get down to 0, which would be kind of nice. But either way, that's going to do it for me. If you're watching later, I appreciate you. Leave some comments on the topics we talked about today. If you want to, that'd be great. I'll read them. I read every comment across all my channels. It may take me a couple days to get to them, but I do read them, I promise. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out, as always. Thank you to the subscribers, members, and Patreon members. Remember, subscribers here on Twitch, I'll have a video uploaded a little later. It'll be under the videos, so just come back to the channel, hit videos, and then find it. It'll be subscribers only video. I appreciate you guys, and I will see y'all next time. Have a great morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are. Later, folks.